Welcome to my dungeon of insanity, perhaps. There was something I saw on Twitter not that long ago. By the way, go follow me on Twitter at HotoK, same as my YouTube name. Uh, Hopefully we can, get some action on there. Anyways, uh, not too terribly long ago, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this if you watch commentary channels or are just specifically caught up with a lot of the drama that happens day to day. And if you have, you've heard of the Cyrus drama. And initially, I wasn't really inclined to talk about it, right? The first 2 or so days where people made videos about it, I really didn't want to. And I was like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. But the more evidence came out, the more I was convinced to make a video on it. So let's begin with what are the allegations against Cyrus? So, first of all, I suppose the allegations that have been levied against him is that he is a pedophile. Yet it seems even worse than that. From a video that he released, so hold on. To provide quick analysis about this, or contextual evidence, he is a serial pedophile and he's done this often, is basically what I'll try to prove throughout this video, right? And trust me, I don't have to prove much. He basically does that himself. Now, we will get back to that. Let's move on to who are the known victims as of right now. The current allegations involve two girls, though it seems like there are more, but for the sake of there seems like there are more girls, but for the sake of this video, we're only going to be talking about one of the two, even. And we are going to refer to her as her username, and that is Cherry. The other one is kind of unnamed at this point, and it's unclear what role she has, and no real evidence has come out about her, so I am not going to be talking about her in any great detail. Now, some important questions may be, how old was Cherry, and is there real evidence of like chats and stuff like that between the two? And these two would be great questions. Because sometimes people talk about like pedophilia. They're like, oh, it's a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old. Technically, he's a pedophile. It's like shit like that is like, yeah, that's not really pedophilia. Now, this 100% was because Cherry was 12 at the time, and by Cyrus's own account, he was something in the ballpark of 17. And then he said, you know what, fuck it, maybe even 19, something like that. Keep in mind, he is 19 now, and this was 3 years ago. So, well, when I say 3 years ago, I mean it's been happening for 3 years. So I suppose 17 to 19 is a range of years that he would have been. Anyways, as for the evidence, I found this on Twitter, so let's just review a short clip.
I was drunk one night. I went up to my room when I was living with my friends. I was probably, I don't really know, maybe 17 at the time. I'm really bad with time. I'm just going to say I was fucking 19, bro, because at this point I don't care. I feel like a fucking monster, man. Whenever I was talking to her, there had been this thing going on for a really long time where she'd like message me like really horny stuff, right? And I would do the thing on Snapchat where you slide slowly so like you can see the message without it like opening and stuff. And I remember in the beginning I was a little uncomfortable. I was more grounded, I guess. I was just kind of like, ew. I think I told her not to do that one time or something. But this particular day, I don't know. I had seen it for like the billionth time and then I acted on it. And I can't ever undo that, man. I had no reason to act on it. I had no reason to have her added. I had no reason to fucking say hello to her. There wasn't anything specific about her or something. It wasn't because of her age or anything, or because of how she looked or anything. It's just somebody showed me that they really, like, wanted to do shit with me. And I was like, wow, somebody wants to do shit with me. And then it happened that first time, right? And then the next day, I felt a bunch of guilt. And I was like, dude, I was really fucked up last night. Like, can we forget that happened? And then, God, I don't want to go into the conversational specifics, but I'm going to try to. It went something along the lines of that. And then she was like, so you didn't like it? I was like, well, I did, but it's wrong. And I was never able to put in the words why it's wrong, even though it's obvious. I'm older than her. I'm too old for her.
So, I didn't really provide any analysis during the video, but now I'm gonna dissect it a little bit. Now, it's not necessarily that I don't believe the circumstances he's in. I think that it isn't impossible what he's saying. For this purpose, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, even still, while he says he isn't trying to justify it, there are many key moments where he, whether subconsciously or not, does justify it, such as being drunk as a shield for his actions. People overspecify things when they're not being truthful or hiding portions of the truth, potentially to make themselves look better. And Cyrus often does this as he overspecifies and gives depth into things that don't really need to be explained, like him explaining how Snap's sliding ability worked for about 15 seconds. Not 15, but When he says it wasn't because of her age or anything, it wasn't because of her looks or anything. Personally, when people refute things that they aren't generally being accused of, everyone's just saying, you're a pedophile. Not necessarily. And that can be taken in multiple ways, whether he just did it because he was horny. That could always be a way. Yet, oftentimes, you don't think the worst about someone immediately. And by the worst, I mean they really do fetishize age or the looks of a younger female. And I believe that it does raise reasonable suspicion, him saying that. And while him saying that may just be a fluke, with his other supposed underaged victims, which we keep in mind do not know if they are real and do not have evidence on them yet. But if they were indeed true, it does seem a lot fishier, for lack of better terminology. Also, a missing key point here. He says he felt guilty immediately and knew it was wrong and didn't want anything to do with it. Yet apparently this relationship continued. I don't know if it was off and on or just continuous for 3 years from the first time that happened. So from this clip, it's kind of obvious that he is not necessarily defending himself against allegations. So perhaps where is the controversy? And really, the controversy comes from his other, now deleted apology video and what it says. Lucky for you, I do have that thanks to Twitter. It is a total of about 3-minute video, so let's get into it. I'm going to do some, I guess, live commentary on this one. All right, so we're now on the video, and as you can see right here, we'll just read Augie's little thing. This is Cyrus's now deleted video posted earlier today, 1/24/2023. His commentary is that he sounds like a sick fuck and that normally he would give people the benefit of the doubt, but here I don't see much hope. Goes without saying, I want to do nothing. I want nothing to do with him. Anyways, let's see what's really shocking everyone, I guess.
I'm going to start this by being as blunt as I can. I've been fucking up for a really long time, and I've been hurting
That is no doubt.
a lot of people, especially a lot of women on the internet. And I just can't keep going on receiving all this positive support and pretending like everything is fine, daily uploading like I'm not fucking up every day. I just want to be completely honest with you guys, as I've been being honest with all of the girls that I had basically led on and hurt for so long. I've grown up on the internet for just
You see, he's saying like he's going to be honest, and that's a great start, right? That is a genuinely good start. But right here, it's like
I've grown up on the internet for just about basically led on and hurt for so long. I've grown up
this statement where he goes on to his monologue about how he grew up on the internet and how he didn't realize it. Humans have a tendency to think about things and talk about things to their benefit. I don't think that's arguable. And I believe that he is, as well, just trying to twist something perhaps to his benefit. And, I'm no genius forensic, like forensic psychologist. I can't. I'm not diagnosing him with anything, but the way he talks about things almost seems nonchalant, even. You know. All right, let's continue with the video.
on the internet for just about my entire life, and every single phase I've gone through, every single negative part of me that I've gone through, other people have had to experience on here. And it's a lot easier to mask in a 10-minute video than it is with people that I talk to every single day of my life. So a lot of you have absolutely no clue on what I'm about to say, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, man. For the last, I'm not even sure how many years that I've been on the internet, since I was probably around 15, 14, I've been lying to a lot of females and flirting with a lot of females, and I didn't ever understand the weight of it as it was through the internet. I thought that they would just talk to guys in real life, or that it wouldn't really affect them, but it does. These are real people with
This it comes across really weird. This isn't the first time I've ever heard this, but this always came across as odd to me that he didn't connect people on the internet with being real people. And that is quite perplexing. Take it how you will, but I think it's
real
very odd.
feelings. And I've had to understand that these were people that really cared about me and really trusted me, and I completely broke that with so many
That is
different
true.
girls, and it's horrible. I was on the internet being a cocky, arrogant cunt, thinking that I was
Well,
just some fucking, what's the word? Thinking that I was just like getting all these girls, man. But I was just hurting them. They were all thinking that they had met the one. They were all thinking that we were going to have a life together and shit. And that just wasn't true. It has led to me hurting a lot of people, man. And
this this seems very weird. It almost seems like a flex, even, an unintentional like flex. He's like, I had all these girls, and I just let them on, and I just lied to them, and they thought we were gonna have lives, and we were gonna have kids, and I just fucking lied to them. Like it seems like less of an apology and almost more of a. It almost seems more of a flex, perhaps.
some of those people even
To
being
me.
younger than me. Some
Anyways,
are saying that one of the girls was like 12, but I just want to go ahead and say that's not the girl's age at all. But I
well, it was confirmed that the girl was 12. So let's just get that out of the way immediately. He denies it initially.
even heard a girl that was 3 years younger than me, and it was so fucked, man. Like, it's so fucked up. I can't keep getting positive support. I can't keep reading all
That
these
is true.
lovely comments. It's fucked, man. Like, I really need to be off of the internet. I really need to go get help, and I need to stop hurting people. So that's what I'm going to be doing as of today, everybody.
So, from this video, it's like it is.
I'm going to start this by being as
Oh,
blunt.
sorry. It is truly kind of crazy. And I don't disagree with what everyone is saying. He sounds like a sick fuck a little bit. And yeah, Augie is right. Normally I would like to give people the benefit, but something about it just doesn't seem right. And take it however you will, right? However you want to take it. You know, I'm just here to give you the information, not to tell you how to think or what to think. Anyways, here is supposedly, right, a video made by the same 12-year-old. This is what, yeah. So that's supposedly what they look like. Yeah. Anyways, here's him and his friend talking about how it's literally a fucking child that oh sorry, I can't say fuck because it's yeah, yeah, that it's actually just like a real child. And he's talking to his friend about it, and he's like, and in reality it's like he really did betray not only his fans trust but his friends trust, because for a long time people have defended him against other claims that have been loosely floating around. I'm glad
Just about
personally
everything.
that they got he that he if this is true, if this is true at all in any fragment of the imagination, I'm glad that he is seeking help. And I don't think there's anything else he could do. And what he did was fucked up. He sounds like a sick fuck right now. Like he sounds demented. If he truly is getting help, I guess kudos to him for trying to be a better person. But if not, then that's pretty fucked up. So, with all that said and done, the situation comes to much more light. It is rare that I make a sequel about anything. So, unless something absolutely fucking wild comes out about this will be it. Yet, I also wanted to take this opportunity to talk about a little societal issue. Obviously, in this case, Cyrus was guilty as hell, and he wasn't defending it. Well, he did initially, but other than that, his attitude shows a display of almost indifference that he was caught, though, and backed by the fact that he has done this not only once, but multiple times, and seemingly doesn't understand how other people feel. Only furthers this. It is a horrid idea that people can just get away with anything, basically. Because, to cite a Meat Canyon video, I don't know, give it a week, give it a month, I don't know. You'll forget all about this. This was a quote said by Jake Paul when he steals a man's wallet, and I think this is very typical. I believe and I strongly hope that when if Cyrus does indeed come back, that this is forgiven but not forgotten. I believe to forgive and not forget is okay. So, at the end of the day, I hope you are more informed than you were, probably, maybe 20 minutes ago. Anyways, thanks for watching. Drop a sub if you've watched this far, and this is Hoto, signing out for the day.